All right. So before I get going here, I want to put this disclaimer out there that got to do it for YouTube. This is for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. What we're trying to do is figure out things that had been mentioned about Hillary Clinton over the past years. And what we're trying to do is establish a timeline, if it's true or if it's not. And so that's what that is, a disclaimer. So we're going to get into this. So here coming up, I'm going to have some video clips run. And I might, because I already uploaded them, so I'm just going to put them onto the video. Normally what I can do is I can do the share where I'm on the side of it and it's playing, but I'll continue on. I want to show a couple things that I've been kind of watching and that we can talk about. I've been trying to put together a timeline of 2016. I think it was the 9/11 memorial deal that happened where in New York, where Hillary supposedly was sick, ushered into a van that pulled up. Her shoe fell off. You can clearly tell too that she looks like she's handcuffed. So if that is like the arrest that happened at that time, then what I'm trying to figure out is in 2017, because, okay, so what happened in 2016, which you're going to see, and I'm telling you, all that in itself is crazy. I'm like, she was not sick. An hour later, at her daughter's apartment, I do believe, Chelsea's apartment, the one that fills in for her, the other gal, shorter than her, is then walking and waving, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, she recovered that fast. So I'm trying to understand this whole thing. Because in 2017, they're at the Bush funeral. And they're given those envelopes. And she opens her envelope. And she's got that poker face. Like, she looks at it. And instantly, whatever's on it, she doesn't make an expression or anything. She just puts that back in. Now, that is her. That's clearly her. And so what I'm looking for is, okay, so the real date that she was executed is what you're going to hear. So if she was arrested in 2016, the question is, was she back out? Did she do her part? See, this doesn't make sense. Did she, like, they arrested her and then, hey, you're going to give up this information, you're going to do this, and then she didn't follow along with it because she thought the deep state, the cabal, whatever, could take everything back, win back. Because they did the big steal, right? And then once she did that, she was executed. So that's how I'm taking it, because nothing makes sense on that. What could be on those cards, me digging in deeper when those cards were given out by a video or a clip that I have, that I watched, by a Navy SEAL, SEAL Team 6, Aaron Vaughn, who was part of the...
You want the whole truth. You deserve the whole truth. So here's the thing. Find out who I am. And for those of you who know, and you're not saying anything, well, those golden tickets you have are really lined with lead. Because until the whole truth...
Saddam, what's his name? Osama bin Laden. I was going to say Barack Obama. Yeah, they're the similars, right? Anyway, basically they took down that group that was the group that supposedly got him. which I do believe is a complete lie. Aaron Vaughn's got the video out. Should I play that video too? You want me to add that video into this? I think so. It talked about those golden tickets they got at the funeral. So could he had had something on the... See, I'm still trying to figure out what he meant by when he said that. He goes, you know, they all got that golden ticket. And whatever was on that ticket, it had to be a picture or it had to be something that they looked at instantly. They knew. Because when you see on the Bush side, George Bush hands his what's her name? The wife. And then she turns to Jeb, and he instantly has got his heart as the casket's going by, and he puts his arm down in utter shock from what he's seen on the picture. I could just about imagine. Man, and someday we better get filled in on the complete truth of that whole deal. So I want to play everything here, and then we can come back and continue on. I just want to lay the groundwork because I'm trying to figure out, because what's getting probably ready to happen is if they're going to say she's indicted, arrested, or whatever, I need people to understand this crap has already been done. Definitely would be watching a movie.
Hey folks, Scott McKay here. Many of you follow the Patriot Street Fighter podcast. Certainly not most of you, but you follow the Tipping Point Radio Show. That's where you know me from. This is the first ever live X video I've ever put up. We've uploaded stuff in the past, but my social media guys, I don't really do that. But I thought, I'm going to figure out how this X live posting works. We just kick the camera on. I'm going to give you some very exciting information. This here, I would call it a breaking news alert on information that I just got. In the last months, 5 to 6 months, I've been putting out information that came from my source, very close source, directly to a Trump administration official. And I mentioned months ago the information I got after there was a collaborative dinner in one of the cities that I was nearby with these two individuals. My contact called me afterwards and gave me an amazing drop of information or confirmation on what exactly has been going on in this battle. Number one was that Hillary Clinton has been removed from the playing field. This isn't the breaking news, by the way, stand by. She was removed December 31st, 2018, I believe it was, at Gitmo. Trump witnessed it. Horrible thing he saw. He said, apparently she would have died. So, said he never wanted to see it again. Also, there were 5 different Bidens that have been playing out that role. A number of other amazing things, like the IRS is going away. All the taxes we paid in are coming back to us. How that happens and at what pace, I don't know. The question was, what about property taxes? My friend's question, and the answer came back was, it's all going away. Coincidentally, you see Ron DeSantis, other people now talking about property taxes going to go away. All these things are in motion. Here's what's exciting and what is breaking. I just get off the phone, the same person who's right now overseas. I had sent him a text earlier about something, and he has said, by the way, and I won't mention the woman's name, who this came from. This is a high-level official. But he said, the text that I just got from her said, fake Obama - arrest coming soon. So, once again, these players have already been removed from the playing field. They're doppelgangers or a combination of whatever. But these people have been dealt with. However, for us, for we the people, justice is coming, because I would put my entire reputation on this information because it comes from that level, that the fake Obama is about to be arrested. Let's see what happens in the coming weeks. But this thing's going to heat up very quickly, it looks like. So get ready. Brace for impact. First arrest will send shockwaves, and this must be it. Patriot Street Fighter out.
DC, this actually happened during your show, so you may or may not know it, but on Fox News, they were suggesting that Hillary Clinton may be up next to be indicted. And I guess at first somebody, I think Thousand Air, I think it was, in the chat said that her testimony got postponed.
Yeah.
Right. And then Josh, I think it was you in the chat that mentioned that about Fox News. So yeah, like I said, I don't care if it's Brennan or Clinton, but I don't know. What are your thoughts, DC?
Well, it is lining up with Drop One, which is the anniversary is coming pretty quick. It's really interesting because last night Trump went on a bit of a truth storm again, and he started posting at exactly midnight. So at 0000. And so that if you go onto QAG's page, you hit the timestamp thing, that brings you to drop 0, which is Hillary Clinton will be arrested on October 30th, 7:45, 8:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. It seems like we're headed that way. I don't want to date fag. I don't want to be that guy. But you know, all roads are starting to lead to Rome here.
All right. So now you see what I go through, and that's just a little bit of these little tidbit intel stuff. But what I look at is a bigger picture than that will blow your mind. Crazy. And I'm going, man, sometimes I have to walk away from, just go outside, and then I think to myself, if I didn't have to be on social media like it was back in when I was in the military. So in the 80s, you know, you had to go to a pay phone. We didn't have computers. Computers are just coming out, and they were basically just used for inventory, that kind of data. And man, it was something very peaceful about that. People had to work. And you see that what's going on now with the EBT stuff and all these people that were getting all this money from the government or from these programs, and they were paying taxes. This corporation, by the way, so what's eradicated? It's what Trump took down. And we don't want to see no more of this crap. We need this stuff to go. And from what I heard about this EBT thing is that the Democratic Party had it set to expire at the end of the year anyway. So this has nothing to do with what you see right now going on. But this is part of the plan. And what they were going to do, because when they signed in all this money that's going out to these people was in to expire at the end of the year, again, their game plan with Kamala, they wouldn't have been doing anything. They wouldn't have been giving these people anything. They would have been, who knows what would have went on. Probably mandatory jibber jabs, the poison. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. So the second clip there was, the last clip was what's getting ready to come. What they think could be Brennan or Hillary. Where you see the other one is talking about Barack. Barry Soetoro. Right? His real name, Barry Soetoro. Hello. What do I think? Brennan, to me, is just a POS. I would say Hillary and dominoes fall. Hillary's already been gone, I think, like they said. Again, Barack's already been taken care of. I don't know that. I can't come out on a channel and sit there and say that unless I got a timeline of evidence. And I don't. I got some stuff on Hillary. And Joe is a different factor that I want to talk about maybe later, if I want to do it. Because I hit a point where I'm going, look, I'm tired of looking and hearing about enjoy the movie or whatever. It's like, all right, you know what? If you go back to the beginning of this whole thing, where the plan of Q, and prior, they were going to do a coup on Obama when they asked Trump to run. So they were going to do a coup on Obama, because they would have put us in civil war, which most of us we would probably have already taken care of the crap. But we had to do this as digital soldiers. Well, I think we have the leverage. I say end it, because you can't keep playing the game. I understand the frustration, but there's a point of either we come to some truth in this world about what's really going on, to, oh, the aliens are coming in, and we go back to the rapture factor. I am tired of all the bull crap. And so the point is, I'm looking to put the point of truth out. So, enjoy the show. Now I'm just being funny about that. Enjoy the show. Eat some popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the show. Yeah. Show better be coming to an end, if you catch my drift. Later.
There you see her apparently almost falling, but captured, caught by people, presumably Secret Service agents around her. A little while ago, we saw Hillary Clinton leave her daughter's apartment building and